Kids' toothbrush should be a smaller and a thinner version of adult one, since parents have big hands and kids have small hands. That makes sense, right? However, the IDEO designers started working on Oral-B. They noticed that kids don't hold their toothbrushes in fingertips as adults do. Children don't have their motor skills developed yet, so it's more comfortable for them to hold their toothbrushes in a fist. Design research has shown that kids don't want little skinny handles. They need big, grip-friendly toothbrushes. Oral-B started selling one such brush, and it has been the world bestseller for over a year. The solution seems pretty obvious, and today most kids' toothbrushes in the real world are made comfortable for kids to hold in a fist. But nobody noticed room for improvement until designers pointed it. Hi, I'm Ilya, the founder of Eleken, a product design agency for SaaS. It amazes me how many B2B startups compete for the best tech talent, invest in product management, but don't understand why having experienced designers is important for success. In this video, I'll talk about the role of designers in the product development. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell button. User experience is one of the things that startups most often ignore, partly because they lack awareness about UX and its benefits for business, partly because they live under pressure. Dozens of critical processes run simultaneously in a startup and need attention. To raise capital, then satisfy investors, and do not forget about the stakeholders, some urgent legal stuff to do, and to handle competitors that are getting ahead. With too many tasks and too many resources, the game for the startups is like musical chairs. You can't get rid of development, otherwise the product will never see the light of the day. The place for marketing is reserved. No marketing, no business. Somewhere for sales and business development is essential. But user experience, leaving UX behind the game looks harmless enough. You can't think of the users and their experience later, right? As a result, designers get specifications from the product manager, go to their lonely design caves and return with some mockups that ignore both users and their experience. All good, but here's one thing. People ignore design that ignores people. We at Eleken have been helping SaaS startups get their user experience right since 2015. The ideas I present here are not new or innovative or revolutionary in any way, but they are underestimated by nearly every startup I know. Yet these ideas hold growth potential so fierce they can't skyrocket business to the stratosphere, because it's not marketing or stellar technology or rapid scaling that makes today's SaaS successful. In most cases, a competitive advantage boils down to the user experience obsession, and that's something a product designer can help you with. Let's figure out what are the other responsibilities of a UX professional. Product designers have many of the same concerns as product managers, but with the accent on user experience, of course. Designers understand companies' business goals and optimize a product to achieve these goals. They also collaborate with the tech team to make sure their ideas are feasible in a given time and budget. And, most important, they focus on user experience and the value that product brings to users. Good product designers think not in terms of app screens, but in terms of customer journeys. They ask themselves, how will customers learn about the product? How will we onboard new users? How will we reveal the app functionality? And other similar questions. The thing is, a designer cannot find answers to any of those questions sitting in the lonely cave, being a doer who blindly follows everything you tell them. To use the full potential of your design team, you need to follow these 3 steps. Step 1 is to make designers first-class members of the product team. This means that designers have to work closely with other team members, with founders to understand business goals better and create designs that meet founders' expectations, with product managers to align design work with the product vision, with product owners to define the scope and task deadlines, with other designers to collaborate and exchange project details, with the development team to implement the design into a ready-to-use product, with the UX team to work closely with UX researchers and UX writers, with the marketing team to support marketing and sales efforts. Step 2. For a stellar user experience, don't limit designers' capacity. Involve them in new projects at a stage of product discovery. Include designers in as many user interactions as possible. Give your UI UX team members room to solve design problems themselves. Ensure you have a proper design process instead of random UX efforts. A proper design process includes 4 stages: observation, ideation, prototyping, and testing. Let's explore each of them in more detail. Step 1. Evaluation. It's a way to deal with the uncertainty that is inevitable at the onset of any project. To beat the uncertainty, designers Googling, do field studies and quantitative interviews to collect and analyze information about the audience and intended market. The result of this step is determining design requirements. Methods that come into play at the stage of evaluation evaluation, requirement gathering, field study, diary study, user interview, stakeholders interview, persona building, user journey mapping. Stage 2. Creation. Once design requirements are ready, the next step for a design team is to brainstorm potential solutions and turn them into raw wireframes or prototypes. At the early stage of the design process, prototypes can be pencil sketches, PowerPoint slides, cardboard models, or whatever can simulate the user experience of a big, powerful system you're going to build. Stage number 3. Testing. If your ideas make you do the wrong thing or a right thing but in the wrong way, this stage is your chance to figure things out. Testing gives the feedback you need to iterate on a prototype. Then you test it again, and then again, and then again, so you get it. Methods useful at the testing stage: usability testing, accessibility evaluation, benchmark testing. That's it for the design process. And my last suggestion: encourage designers to work iteratively. The iterative design approach saves time and money. Mistakes come visible in the first steps, so you can fix them early. It also enables the team to leverage lessons learned, so the designers continually improve the product. Iterations help design to reflect the interest of all stakeholders. This is especially important in terms of design-developer collaboration. Finally, they ensure that stakeholders of the project have a clear understanding of the project status throughout the life cycle. All you need to do to get started with the iterative design is close 3-step design process into a loop. To summarize, make your UX specialists full members of a product team. Don't limit their capacity with chaotic design processes and encourage them to work iteratively. These were 3 steps that will help designers to take a proper role in the product development process. That's all for now. I hope that was helpful. Hit the like button to subscribe and see you soon in the next video.